Amy for our monthly live. So when you come on, please, if you would, not only let me know that you're here, but let me know if this is filming correctly. Hey Sherry, let me know if this is filming correctly, because I think Facebook has figured out how we can film horizontally instead of vertically. So let me know, am I on my side like this, or can you see me normally if you're holding your cameras horizontally? Let me know, give me a thumbs up if we're good, or like a sad face if I have to turn it. I think I'm okay though. Hey Debbie and Pam and Janet. Oh my gosh, hello. I'm so excited that you guys are all here. I have so many things to share with you that kind of blew my mind this last week. And so I can't wait to share them with you. So, while everyone is popping on, Anusha, hey! Awesome. Please, as I said, let me know if this is I guess recording or live the right way. Do you have to turn your head sideways? I think I'm good. If I'm good, give me a thumbs up. Whoever's out there, give me a thumbs up if I'm good. Otherwise, I need to turn the camera so that you guys don't all have to yank your head this way. All right, so my first question to you is, many of you, so far so good. Oh, yay, thank you, Debbie. Awesome. Yes. Okay, good. Thank you, Debbie, for letting me know. All right, so as you guys know, I totally did a brain fart and did not realize that last weekend was actually the first Sunday of the month. So I will let you know what I was doing, but I'd like to hear below, what were you doing last weekend? For those in the U.S., hi Lisa, welcome. For those of you in the U.S., it was Labor Day. So it was a long weekend, a holiday weekend, and it is a time that for the last couple of years, I have rented a house on a lake, and my mom and her husband have joined us, and my children join us with their significant others, and it is just a lot of fun. This time we actually had a surprise guest. My sister from Florida, some of you may know that there was a hurricane that was headed towards South Florida. That's where my sister lives. And so she evacuated and decided to come up and spend a day or so with us at the lake house, which was a ton of fun having everybody there. It was a wee bit crowded with people sleeping on the floor, but it was a lot of fun and great to see them as well. So that is what I did, and that is why I totally and completely blanked it, that it was the first Sunday of the month. So let me know what you guys did, if you did anything special. The other thing that I wanted to let you guys know is that this last week, all right, let's do some housekeeping. Should we do housekeeping first? Or do we do housekeeping at the end? Let's see, Debbie. Oh, how awesome is that, Debbie, that you served lunch to the local fire department? Oh, that is such a wonderful thing. Do you do it with a group, or do you just do it on your own and you just bring food? I'm going to make note of that. That might be something I need to implement. I never even thought to do that. Awesome. Thank you for telling me. Thanks for sharing. So a couple of housekeeping things on what's been going on here. Hey, Jules, welcome. Well, everybody is popping on. Let's see. Those of you that know, I am doing a transformational women's retreat, which is October 11th through the 13th in Tuscany, Italy. And you guys, it is unbelievable the things that we have planned. If it's not for you, that's totally okay. If you know somebody that would benefit, please let them know. Unlike any other event I have ever been to, we are actually implementing activities so that they can actually do what we're teaching and what we're talking about, so that they can perfect it before they leave. Because how many of you have ever gone to fill in the blank, Tony Robbins or any of these transformational speakers, and they have a ton of great information, and you're pumped and you're excited, and you go home and you try and implement it and it doesn't work, and then you're sitting there like all pissy, boo-hooing, saying, why did this not work for me? Hey, see, we're not going to have one like that. We are actually going to share some things that have worked for us and have the participants implement them and practice them while they're there so that they can perfect them before they leave and get all their questions answered, so that they're not going home and ripping their hair out and saying that this didn't work, because it's going to work before they leave. And they will actually be a different person and be well on their way to becoming their biggest, baddest, boldest, bravest, most beautiful version of themselves in just 3 days. So if this is not for you, that is quite all right. But if you would at least share it with others that might be able to benefit from it, I would greatly appreciate it. We are just trying to help those who really need the help. People who are stuck, people who are have dreams they're not able to accomplish, people who wake up one day and say, is this all there really is to life? People who are stuck in that Groundhog style day where they wake up and they do the same thing and repeat, and they don't know how to break out of it. Some people are feeling kind of sad because their children have left the family home and they're now an empty nester and they're trying to deal with that new norm. Some people have, there's tons of things that have happened to people that they're going through a transition in their life, either a health issue or passing of a loved one or being laid off or whatever it is, and now they have a new norm and they're trying to adjust to their new norm. So that's what we're trying to help people do in a much quicker and efficient and fun way than sitting home crying and ripping their hair out every day. So enough of that. I just wanted to make sure that you guys knew that it's going on. We still have a few spaces left. So please, please, please go to Lola. I'll post it above and below. And Sita, post it below if you would, the lololaretreats.com site, so that people can click on it and go there if they want more information or pass it along to others that might need it. So that's one piece of housekeeping. Another piece of housekeeping is I really want to hear from you guys. Tell me if you... do me a favor. Go to the page, even if you are not interested in going. Go to the page, and then I'm going to send out a survey, and I just want to get some feedback from you guys. I'd love to get some questions answered. So if you don't mind being a guinea pig and sharing your opinions and thoughts once you get a look at that site, I would really greatly appreciate it. It will help us target the people who really need that information and create ones that will benefit people in the future. We always are looking for ways to make it better for the people who come. So you could be instrumental in helping us do that. I will, again, I think Sita is going to, there she has, she's posted it. Go ahead and click on that after and check it out. And then I will post a survey in this group that you guys can take if you don't mind. Okay, so that's a little bit of housekeeping. Now, to tell you what I've been doing. You guys, as many of you know, my daughter Morgan moved out in January, and with her she took quite a bit of furniture. Well, not quite a bit. She took some furniture, one of which was my whole bedroom set in the basement, including a bed, including the mattress. So we really needed another mattress down there because when they do come and stay the night, there was really nowhere except sofas for them to sleep on. So we went out and we bought a mattress. And it was quite... How many of you have bought a mattress in the last 3 years? 2 to 3 years. Because the mattress that I have in my current master bedroom is probably only like 5 years old. And it's not an old mattress. It's in really good shape. But we thought, you know what? If we're going to buy a new mattress, we'll put that one in the basement and we'll get a new bed for us. So we went to this mattress store. Lisa, you have bought a new one? Well, we went to this mattress store. And first of all, mattresses here in the U.S. are no longer your standard mattress size. They are like on steroids or something. I think they're like 15 inches deep is the mattress without the box spring. It is crazy. So needless to say, the sheets don't fit. I need to go out and buy new sheets. But, so we went out and we went looking for mattresses. And we went, and of course, you do the thing, this is why I'm in the bedroom. I thought how appropriate to talk about mattresses and your health and sleep by doing it in a bedroom. So this is my kid's bedroom. This is not the bed that we replaced, but I just wanted to show you. See, mattress. I didn't even put the sheets on this one yet. They're being washed. Let's see if I can put you back up here. Okay, so mattresses. This is a normal mattress with a normal box spring. But the new ones are really, really thick. So thick, so high, that many times you don't even need a box spring with them, which is a whole nother story. But what I wanted to tell you is I found out a ton of information about sleep, about mattresses, about the right sleeping position, about some ailments and health concerns that you might have that may be better just by changing the way you sleep. How unbelievable is that? So that is the you don't know what you don't know for today is all about sleeping and mattresses. So hopefully you guys will get something out of this. Here's the first thing that I learned. The first thing that I learned is that there are a ton of benefits from sleeping with your head slightly raised. Now, when I went into the mattress store, I told the woman, look, don't show me an adjustable bed. I don't want adjustable. I don't want a foam bed. I don't want all these crazy things. I just want the traditional bed. I want it supportive, but I don't want it to feel like I'm laying on the ground. I know Claudia loves to sleep on the ground and have it that hard. As I've gotten older, I like it to be supportive, but a little bit cushiony. Not where I'm sinking in like a cloud. So we did for those of you who know the story, Goldilocks and the Three Bears, we laid on one bed, it was too soft. We laid on another bed, it was too hard. And then we laid on just the perfect bed, and it was just right. And we loved this bed. But then she did this thing. And she said, I just want you to try this and tell me what you think. And she elevated my head, she said, only about 8 degrees. And oh my gosh, I felt totally different. And so what I did was I started to do some research, because she was telling me that when you sleep with your head elevated, you actually open up your lung capacity and you're actually able to breathe better. So, she's a sales lady. I didn't want to take her word for it. So I came home and I did some research. And I wanted to just tell you a couple of things that elevating your head will help. Okay, the first thing, we do it when we have a cold, right? Have you ever done that when you're drippy and you're coughing because you got postnasal drip, and so you elevate your head? Well, that is actually something that you should do on a regular basis for a bunch of reasons. Number one, if you are a mouth breather because your nose gets all clogged and your sinuses gets all clogged, this can actually alleviate that issue if you just elevate your head a little bit. And this doesn't mean you have to go out and get an adjustable bed. This just means put a couple more pillows up so that you're elevated, in a way. Don't elevate just your head, because then you'll get a crick in your neck. But elevate yourself a little bit so that you're draining properly. Okay? And it will stop. People do it so that they don't snore or have sleep apnea, for those people who have sleep apnea. So elevating your head can alleviate that as well. I told you postnasal drip. I've actually found heart disease, acid reflux. Let's see, what else did it say in there? Yes, alleviate heart congestion, lessen the shortness of breath. And there's a whole bunch. If anybody is really interested in all the information, just let me know in the comments below, and what I'll do is I will post this in the files section so you can read further. I'm not going to bore you because there is a ton of information about why these are good and how it works. And I was going to go into all that, but for those of you who just want the highlights, I'm just going to hit the highlights. And then if you want to read more information about why this works and how it works and all of that, I can post that if you're even interested. Okay, so I'm just going to give you the highlights. And goodness knows, when she said that it would curb my husband's snoring, I was sign me up. I don't know if any of you live with people who snore, but I have to fall asleep first in order to be able to sleep and not be disturbed or be able to fall asleep on the nights. He doesn't snore every night. It's just certain nights, especially if he's congested. Let's see. Oh, COPD, which stands for chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. So if any of you or those that you love have that, elevating your head is a real big benefit to sleeping well. Some people might not know this. I know that a lot of people talk about how much sleep should we get. And actually, there's been a lot of studies that have shown that you need between 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night. Now, those who are teenagers need slightly more. Theirs are 8 to 10 hours, but most everybody else is 7 to 9 hours of sleep. And I know that there are many people out there that get less sleep than that. I know that there are people who are on night shift that, survive on or work in 2 jobs or trying to raise kids and work, and they're burning it at both ends and live off of a lot less sleep than that. I'm just trying to explain to you that for optimal health, it is you, and I know you already know this, that it is important for you to get not only enough sleep, but to get restful sleep. Just laying in bed isn't gonna do you a bit of good if you're not going through the 4 phases of sleep and actually getting to the point where your body is repairing itself and restoring itself. If you never get to that state and you're just kind of laying there, that's not gonna be. Sorry, got a phone call. All right, let's see what else. Head stuffiness, migraines. A friend of my daughter's has migraines, and they can get bad, really, really bad. And nobody likes when their head hurts because it's kind of like a toothache. Your whole entire body hurts when you've got a headache. At least it does for me. And the information I got said that laying flat provides too much pressure on your head. And so to raise it, they found that over 70% of people with migraines got a benefit. 70. So if you or someone you know is plagued by migraines, let them know to just elevate their head a little bit, and it might alleviate their pain, which, oh my gosh, I don't know how people deal with migraines. It also helps with nervous system, spine, and movement disorders. Things like multiple sclerosis, spinal cord injury, cerebral palsy, Parkinson's. These were all benefited from sleeping with your head elevated. Oh no, I thought it was just if you had a cold. But there are actually great health benefits. Heartburn, those people who have acid reflux or heartburn, elevating your head just 6 to 8 inches. That's not very tall. It's like this much. Can drastically reduce or completely eliminate the heartburn. Sinusitis, which we talked about if you have a cold or anything like that. Snoring. Oh, ladies, I don't know about you. Okay. So I have, you might not be able to tell because today I actually put on some under eye concealer, but I have some really dark circles under my eyes. And that is due to the fact that it's just hereditary. My dad has them, my sister has them. It's just hereditary. The blood vessels are close to the surface of the skin and it makes it really dark under my eyes. But they have studies that show that you can reduce the dark circles under your eyes and the puffiness under your eyes if you just sleep with your head slightly elevated, because the fluids don't pool in your head. So, needless to say, I bought a bed that can now be adjusted. It's not an adjustable bed like you normally get with the foam mattress, which I'll get to in a minute. I just wanted to start out with the benefits of the way you're sleeping with your head up. I talked about sleep apnea. And then it gets better, because after you have your head just slightly elevated, she elevated my feet slightly. I thought, well, have you ever gone for a massage or something along those lines, and when you lay on your back, they put the pillow, or even if you go to the doctor and they ask you, sometimes they're nice enough to put a pillow underneath your knees, and oh my gosh, it makes your back feel so much better. Well, that's what happens when you elevate your legs slightly. It takes the pressure off of your back, off your spinal cord, and it benefits you in better sleep. Now, let's see. What other things did I want to tell you? Why? Because it provides better circulation. It makes the blood come down off of the legs and go towards the heart, so the heart doesn't have to pump as bad. So then, we stand on our feet every day for so long, many of us, and with gravity, a lot of our blood gets pulled down to our feet, and it takes a lot of effort for our heart to pump it back up. And by laying with our feet slightly elevated, it gives our heart a break. It allows the blood to flow and circulate much easier, which will aid us in health benefits as well. So there you go. I talked about back pain, sciatica. Some people deal with chronic sciatica or sciatic pain. This can help alleviate or at least minimize that. Let's see, edema, people's feet swell or their legs swell during the day. By elevating them at night when you're sleeping, it can help with the pooling of the fluid in your feet and your legs. Let's see. Oh, this is a big one. How many of you actually deal with varicose veins? I'm one of them. It can alleviate the symptoms of varicose veins and lymphedema. Nurses, doctors, help me. Lymphedema, I think it's called. By elevating your legs. Who knew? It can also prevent deep vein thrombosis. This is when you have like blood clots in your legs and stuff like that. Unbelievable the health benefits of raising your head and your feet simultaneously, just a little. You're not going to be sleeping in a V. Just a little bit on your head and a little bit on your feet will greatly benefit you. Now, one of the other things, I don't know, I'm learning more and more about the lymphatic system. Let me know if you know anything about the lymphatic system. And I am going to go back and I am going to comment and read all your comments at the end. So don't think, please continue to comment. I see some going by, but I want to make sure that I get all this info out, and then I'll go back and answer questions. Hey, Petra, lymphatic system. It is such a huge system. I had no idea. And this system is so important because it's like the garbage system. It removes a lot of the stuff out of your system through the lymphatic system. I thought it was our, blood cells, our veins. No, it actually says that the lymphatic system, I'm going to read this for a second so that I don't screw it up and misquote it. But it says the body's built-in sanitation center, the plumbing that carries away and filters out poisonous waste products from every cell, tissue, and organ. It absorbs fats and fat-soluble vitamins from the digestive tract and delivers them to the cells of the body. It is also an essential part of your immune system that maintains fluid levels, fights infections, and produces disease-fighting white blood cells. Did you know this? I actually was, it was suggested to me that I'd get a lymphatic massage, and so I went, and I was shocked because the lymphatic system is right underneath your skin, and they touch ever so softly. It is not like in your muscles where you have to like knead it and push hard. And what they do is they move their hands very lightly to try and move the fluid up to your lymph nodes, which are like under your arms. You've got a couple of places for lymph nodes, like under your arms and in your groin. And so if you've never had one, it's very relaxing. But I wondered afterwards, is that really gonna work? But supposedly it does, and it greatly helps benefit your health, your immune system, because it helps to move fluids through your body. So again, I don't want to go too deep. I mean, we could do a whole you don't know what you don't know about the lymphatic system. I just want to let you know that when it comes to sleeping, when you elevate your feet, it helps benefit your lymphatic system. And it's a very important system in our bodies that we want to make sure is working in the most optimal way so that we can prevent diseases and illnesses. So you put a pillow under your feet. There you go. That's the answer. Okay. Now, a lot of people will ask, because I was curious, which way, here's a question for you guys. How do you sleep? Do you sleep on your back? Do you sleep on your stomach? Do you sleep on your right side or your left side? I'll go ahead and give you a minute. For those who are on, go ahead. Sita, how much do you elevate your feet? Just a pillow? I think it said as little as 6 to 8 inches. So yeah, a little pillow, a pillow would work. See. So how do you sleep? How do you sleep? Do you sleep on your back, your right, your left, or the front? And which side or front or back do you think is best? I know you guys will be clicking on. All right. As you're telling me, I was shocked. I knew that your stomach, laying on your stomach is not the best way to sleep for a multitude of reasons. Primarily your back. It actually makes your back sway like that and causes a lot of back pressure. If you're going to lay on your stomach, you should put a pillow underneath your pelvic region in order to make your back get the support it needs and not to sway. And you need to remove the pillow and sleep flat on the mattress so that you're not accentuating that sway of your back. So I knew that the stomach was out. That I did know. I used to be a stomach sleeper, and then I had surgery years and years ago, and then I had to train myself to sleep on my back. So I sleep on my back, at least I start that way. And for a long time, that's the only way I would sleep, is totally on my back. Now I end up on my side partway through the night, but typically I start on my back. On your back is really good. Now, depending on where you're reading, I've read a couple of different things, and some places say sleeping on your back is best, but there was another one that talked about, and they gave the science behind it. They said the best way to sleep is actually on your left side. Now, I know they tell us to sleep on our left side when we're pregnant, and that is due to a bunch of reasons, and I can post those as well. But just know that, without getting into huge amounts of detail on why, but it helps your lymphatic system. It helps with digestion. For those people who are constipated or have problems with constipation, sleeping on your left side can improve that. So definitely want to consider that. If you have heart issues, sleep on your left side. Acid reflux, sleep on your left side. And I can post as to why, and all the medical stuff and all the scientific stuff if you're interested. The spleen is also on the left side, and that is something that filters your blood and removes debris and signals the immune cells as well, the spleen as well as the lymphatic system. So we want to make sure that we're taking care of our bodies as best we can. And you don't know what you don't know. And this was a ton of stuff I didn't know. So, so I wanted to tell you about that. Something else that I wanted to let you know. When sleeping, it is good to cool your body down. Now, as we're going through different phases of sleep, our body naturally cools down when it gets to one of the phases. But one of the things that I bought from this place, and I can't wait for it to get delivered next week, is this pillow. And it has cooling gels on one side so that you can actually sleep on the cooling gels and it will cool your head and neck down. It felt so unbelievably good. And the other thing is watch your pillows. Watch your pillows. And I can post things on this as well, because you want something that, if you're gonna sleep on your side, on your left side, you're gonna want something that makes it so that your vertebrae, your neck and your vertebrae are in alignment, so that it isn't slightly raised or slightly lowered, but in total and complete alignment. And you do that with the right pillow. I've slept on the same type of pillow for years and years and years. And recently I've been finding that it's not really helping. It's actually making me feel not so great. And so I'm going to try out, I've tried tons of pillows. I've tried memory foam. I've tried foam pillows, feather pillows, you name it, I have tried the pillow. But I've not tried this one. So I'm really excited to try it in the hopes that not only will it give you support, but it will align your body so that you will get the most benefit from the sleep that you do. Let's see, what else did I want to tell you? I told you how much sleep. Anybody remember how much sleep should we get? We should get 7 to 9 hours of sleep. I know teenagers need a little more, but we need 7 to 9 hours of sleep in order to get through the 4 phases of sleep. And then the mattress, obviously, slightly elevate your head, slightly elevate your feet, not in a V, but just slightly elevated. Sleep on your back or your left side. If you sleep on your left side, it's always good to make sure that your neck is supported so that you're in alignment. A lot of people will sleep with a pillow between their knees. Especially if you're not going to elevate your feet, you might want to do something between your knees in order to get in the right position so that your back is in alignment. And let's see what else I want. Oh, something else I wanted to tell you, which I was going to start with, and then I got so excited about all the information I didn't tell you. But over the last 2 days, I've been waking up a couple of times during the night, and then I wake up and I'm not feeling so good. Have you ever had vertigo? I got vertigo years ago as a reaction to some medication, or an inner ear thing where when you move your head even slightly, everything spins, you inner ear issue. If you've ever had it, that's kind of like what I feel like. So when I'm moving, I can almost feel the fluid in my head going woo, and then I got to stop and focus. And I just haven't been feeling all that great. And then I read something, and it could actually be the off-gassing of my mattress. Did you know that? How many of you knew that they have off-gassing? And that the off-gassing can take anywhere from 12 hours to years to off-gas a mattress. And that you should actually take the mattress off the bed and lean it up against a wall so that the air can circulate all the way around it and not just on the top. So that is what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to pull it off the bed. I'm going to lean it up against a wall for a bunch of hours and see if I can get it to off gas and before I put the sheets on it again and remake the bed. So, there's a lot of information out there on off gassing of mattresses, and it's it's mind-boggling. And you know what? It almost gets to the point that you don't even want to know what you don't know, because sometimes ignorance is bliss. Yes, see, furniture does that, carpeting does that. It all off gases, and then it can have a negative impact on our bodies depending on how sensitive they are, how our immune and lymphatic systems are working, and how much gases are getting put off by whatever the item is, how much gases there are. Now, a lot of the information says that it's not going to hurt you. There are some that say that it can. So, you got to take what's out there and determine what's going to be best for you. But, you get to the point where you can't buy furniture, you can't buy a mattress, you can't buy sheets, because all of those need to off gas. And then, so what are we going to do? We can't sleep on the floor because you got gas in the carpet and you've got gases in the wood, and it just never ends. But I did want to let you know that is something else that I learned about mattresses. Who knew so much I would learn from just going to buy a new mattress? So there you go. There you go. You don't know what you don't know about mattresses, about off-gassing, about the best position, how long. Elevate your feet and your head slightly. Sleep on your left side or your back. And you will be feeling supposedly, I will let you know once I start to feel better, a ton better, because you'll get more restful sleep, which will allow you to actually go through all 4 phases of sleep, which will allow your cells to be replenished and rejuvenated, and if you're sick, to heal quicker and easier. So there you go. There's the information. There's my you don't know what you don't know for this Sunday. And I'm going to take a minute and let's see if I can get back here and answer some of these questions. Oh, Sheila got on here, and Missy. And let's see. Oh my gosh, you guys. Fiona. Let's see who else. I don't know if my finger's in the way. Thank you, Sita, for posting that. Kristen was on here. Monique. Oh my gosh, I missed you guys. Let's see. I did see Anusha. Let's see. Do you guys have any questions? And for those who came on late, if you would go to the lololaretreats.com, look at that, and then come back. I'm going to post some questions. If you wouldn't mind giving me your feedback, I would greatly appreciate it. Let's see. Oh, and you know what? We've got some new people in our group. I almost totally forgot. So for all of you who are new, like Monique, welcome, welcome, welcome. We do this every once a month. Typically the first Sunday of the month I go live. And then every Sunday, other than the first Sunday, I post what's called an aha moment at 2 o'clock on Sundays. And I post it not only here, but I also post it on my YouTube channel, which is also Aha Moments with Amy. On that channel is also my date days with my husband and a couple of other things. So if you're interested in following there, by all means, you can go there as well. Olive Garden sends 4 of us. Debbie, I don't know what that was. That's not what you did, Debbie, but I'm trying to figure out what that was in response to. I'm glad Monique made it. Yes, Sita, living a conscious life. Well, and sometimes you don't even know that you're living an unconscious life. You know, that you're not paying attention until somebody brings it to your attention. Fiona. Hey, sweetheart. Tracy made it, Debbie. Yeah. Let me know, where do you get, Debbie, where do you get new sheets that are like 15 inches tall? That's like crazy. Crazy, crazy. P.S. We didn't need a box spring. We only needed a mattress because it was so bloomin' tall. Oh, you have a Tempur mattress. One of the things that I found is that like a foam mattress, Fiona? Because I tried one of those memory foam mattresses and they were hot. Are you hot on your mattress? Because goodness knows, with hot flashes, girl, I don't need to be any hotter. So that's why we didn't go with a memory foam. And I think Tempur-Pedic or Tempra is. Hey, Malene! 4 inches. So they do. So see, Sita has proof. She's got relatives that are doing that, elevating their feet and their heads. Awesome. Fiona, you have one that elevates your feet. That's awesome. Oh, great. See, so you guys knew way more than me. How much do you, okay, just that. Mostly on your left, Debbie, you sleep. Yeah, Sita turns. I don't recognize Sita turning, but yes, I guess that's a little TMI. We had to share a bed in one of the meetups that we went to. And I don't think you turn every 2 minutes, Sita. Either that or you do it so gingerly that it didn't even wake me up. And Lisa, like you, I do my sides and my back. Yeah, it gives me instant back pain, Sita, to sleep on my stomach. Ooh, you have a gel bed. Pedro, I actually laid on one. That is really cool. I couldn't tell whether or not I was going to like it or not, and I got worried because those are, I don't know about you guys, but beds have gotten so bloomin' expensive, mattresses. And I couldn't believe that a gel one was even more expensive. I should just put this down so I'm not jiggling all over the place. Hang on. Okay, there we go. Let's see, what else? I'm still reading here. Debbie. I will have to let you know about that pillow because I have done the pillows that are like formed to your head and that didn't work. I have done a lot of different pillows, but I'm really excited to try this one. I'll have to let you know which one it is and how it works. Erica, hello. Sheila. Yeah, vertigo is not fun. For any of you who have not dealt with it or never had it, I hope you never do. I had it so bad at one point, I literally couldn't lift my head up off the pillow. Not this time. That was when I had that reaction to some medication. Yes. See, I read a lot about leaving your mattress outside for a day or two, especially in the sun, to have it off gas. The only thing is the men were nice enough to bring it all the way up the stairs, and that sucker is big and heavy, and I didn't want to have to drag it back downstairs. But yeah, that it did say about leaving it outside. Oh yeah, I could do the windows too. Let's see. All right. Oh, thanks, Lisa. Yeah, I'm going. My daughter is making dinner for me and my husband tonight at her apartment. So super excited to go do that. I think it's the first time she will have done that. So it's going to be a fun time. Gotcha. Gotcha, Debbie. I understand now. You know what? It did come with sheets. Debbie, my new mattress came with sheets, but the mattress got delivered on Thursday and the sheets aren't getting delivered until next Thursday. So what was I supposed to do for the week that I had, no new sheets? You got a cooling mattress cover? Debbie, please post where you got that and what that is. I'm curious to see what it is because I'm looking to try and cool the body. First of all, for the hot flashes in the middle of the night. And second of all, because it's supposed to be incredibly restorative health-wise to actually cool your body while you sleep. And I wanted to try that. So let me know where you got it and if you like it. All right, I think I got to the end. All right, that's it for me. I just wanted to give you the information that I have gotten. I hope you got something out of it. Please be sure to post questions below. And until next time, make it a great one. We'll talk to you later. See ya. Hey, thanks so much for watching this video. And if it resonated with you, then go ahead and click that thumbs up or like button below. And click the subscribe button as well as the bell icon next to it if you'd like to be notified the next time we upload an aha moment. Do you know someone that would benefit from the information in this video? Then by all means share it with them. And if you'd like to continue the conversation, then leave a comment below or join the conversation on our Facebook page.